Hello. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday night. It is Friday the 13th. It's a lucky day. We'll just say that it is. All right. So, this week I put a video out finally, now that some of my computer problems are fixed. Not all of them. So, finally, hopefully, I can keep up with posting videos on a regular basis. That is always the plan. So, this is a long weekend here in Canada. Um, Family Day, I guess they call it. I think it's called different things in other places. But Monday is um, a day off work for me. Day off work for me at work, but not here. So, I've been talking about sustainable, well, I've been trying to make it a theme for this month. And I feel like the camera is really low. Um, I'm talking about sustainable sewing, and I suppose it would also fall under like zero waste sewing too. I don't know. What do you guys consider sustain? And I think that's the question that I was gonna bring up is how can you sustain using all your scraps. So last week I used salvages and made fabric out of it. So, and then I made this little change purse. So it's a useful item, I guess. I still have to bind the inside, but it's done. Cindy's here. Hi, Cindy. Edna is here. Linda's here. Hello, Linda. So, yeah, not everybody has the room to store this stuff, and would you? Because you need quite, well, I guess you didn't need that many to make this, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's about 9 different salvages for this little change purse. Obviously, it's not a whole length of fabric, but not everybody buys full lengths of fabric. So, hello, our other Linda is here as well. Hi, Linda. And everybody's saying happy Friday. So, yeah, that did turn out cute. So now you know what it looks like if you wanted to make. So that's basically what you're doing with your scraps. If you're going to do something to turn them into something, is you have to kind of make them into fabric. So whether you're making a quilt block or making a bag or a change purse or a pocket, you have to make this into something that is usable, into a piece of fabric. So obviously there's different ways to do that. I started this and did it on interfacing. Then I put it on, I think the computer's sitting on it. No, on a piece of bat. Put it on and then quilted it the opposite way. So I don't know if you can see. Yeah. So quilted that. And obviously you could do longer pieces. So the interfacing helps it stay in place if you're going to do it that way. Now, I also did it where I just sewed the pieces, like just kept layering them on one on top, like string piecing onto the bat. You could also do it on fabric. So I tried something. I'm gonna get rid of this before it all unravels everywhere. Um, yeah, so the interfacing works good that way. And then I did this tonight. So this is that water soluble plastic. I don't know what it is. It just disappears when you run water over it. So that helps keep all your little pieces in place. So I have pieces of serger cut off here and little scraps that I have. And this was a piece of my it's wet because I did half it. Half of it is uh wet because I washed this plastic off. So you can see what it looks like. And I got so I guess it's how you want to organize your scraps, I suppose. If you want to use every little bit, I guess you can. So you could make, obviously I'd have to sew this down a lot more than I did. And there's other ways to do this as well. Like the interfacing way, I think this required patience and I ran out. So you can see that there is a muslin that you can see behind there. And I didn't sew it really close together. And it's kind of sticky because it's wet. Because I just washed half of it off. And it's very thready because I didn't cut any of my threads. Which makes it look kind of gnarly looking. But yeah, I think I'll keep working on this to see. So this is scraps from cutting out my hexies for my hexagon project, which I have been working on. But I thought I'll save those. I don't know if I like this per se because I kind of just threw it together, see if it will work. And it does work. So I don't know. And I think I did a video quite a long time ago that was about scraps and how big to keep them. And I'm making a hypocrite of myself because I was saying I was saving scraps that were bigger than my hand, I believe is what I said. And lately, I keep seeing projects made out of salvages and things, and I guess I started saving them, thinking, well, I'd like to try it. So I think I kind of like the salvages sewn into fabric. It's a little different. I don't know if other people would think that they're neat, but yeah, it's kind of cool. That's the problem, Giselle. Scraps do multiply, and you have to do something with them all the time. So, saving what you know you're going to use them for, like say you save 2-inch squares or strips or 2.5-inch strips, like just take your scraps and cut them into something, like whether it's 2.5-inch strips or maybe you know you're going to make a project with 1-inch strips, or 5-inch squares, 2-inch squares. Yeah, you have to decide. And I think at the time when I said I was saving scraps that were as big as my hand. Um, I was trying to get rid of them. I did get rid of some, but it seems like, well, now I just have more. So, um, I have this trippy thing. Um, yeah, I have this whole bag full of little bits of little scraps. Why? Why, you ask me? I don't know. I thought it would be because I dyed this fabric, and I guess I thought I should save every little piece of it. Of course, you can use it for stuffing as well, like if you make pillows. Okay, so welcome, Giselle. Brahma's here, Edna's here, Lucy's here. Hi, Lucy. Hi, Bronwyn. And it says, what are you going to make out of it? I think she's talking about this. I think, well, you could use this to make a bag if you could get it really flat without all the bumps hanging out here. But yeah, it's kind of messy right now. Yeah, you could make a bag or you can make a quilt block out of it. I was doing something very haphazard to see if I could get it to work. Uh, uh, Cindy says she has Ziploc bags with squares starting at 1 inch up to 5 inch with plans to use them for a quilt. She doesn't know when she will ever make it though. Yes. So saving scraps or saving every little bit of fabric and never throwing anything away can be hazardous if you have a small sewing room. It's also hazardous if you have a large sewing room because then that just means you have more room to store them. So that's kind of the problem I'm having, and I thought, well, I'll try a few of these little projects that I've always wanted to do and see what happens. So I don't know if I really care for this way, the with the plastic. I've seen people do it, and they probably make smaller ones, but it gets really thick because it moves around on you, even if you pin it. And I tried to sew it in a way to keep them from moving with pins, and I don't know, it's unique looking, but I don't know if this is, I think if I used interfacing and laid them down that way. And it's funny, when I was going to start doing this, it seems Missouri Star put out a video, Scrap Fabric Love put out a video about like making fabric out of little tiny scraps, like the crazy quilt block, which maybe I will try next week. So there's obviously different ways that you can do everything. But I thought that if you've seen this made into something, because I've only seen the salvage projects done like really huge projects, like a reupholstered chair, or what was the other thing? Maybe it was like a coat, or I can't remember. Something that was big, and it would take you a very long time to save all the salvage edges. Plus, you kind of have to, if you don't want them fraying, you kind of have to cut quite a bit off on one side. So there's downsides to everything. So I thought, well, I could make small projects, but then I realized I had some more. So I have salvage edges here. So I don't know if I'm going to keep saving them. But it is kind of a creative thing to do. So if you don't feel like sewing and you have some scraps, sometimes it's fun to sew them together and see what you're going to end up with. So, does anybody else save salvages, or are you all smarter than me? Oh dear. It's kind of interesting to see. It it's a creative process. But that's what you have to do with any of your scraps is make fabric out of it in one way or another. So either on quilt bat or an old sheet and just cut squares, and then you have to figure out, are you going to sew them together or just make your square the size of your project. So there. Cindy says she has some but not too many. Giselle says, I often use strips of selvage to tie up fabric into bundles or a fabric gift bow. That's a good idea. Some of them are very pretty. I wonder if you could crochet with them. I think you can. And something else I seen somebody do. Now, I think they had 1-inch strips, but I'm not sure. I don't know why I couldn't. They twisted them like this and made, I think they sewed them all together, like the ends, I think, and twisted them and made fabric bowls without the rope. That would be a cute little project to make. But yeah, you just twist them. But I think they did sew them together, but I'm not 100% sure. I watched that video a long time ago, and I thought it was a good idea. Another thing that salvages are good for is reinforcing seams. So like shoulder seams, or if you need to add, if you didn't have any grosgrain ribbon, you could use this instead, as it doesn't stretch. So that's a really good idea. Um, I know that Carol, my sewing teacher, she she saves them, and that's what she does with them. Is she uses them to reinforce seams and to tie things up with, like Giselle said. But yes, I bet you could crochet with them for sure. You could weave with them as well if you wanted to, because some of them are pretty. There's one. I thought I had a really wide one here. I haven't come across it yet. It just was really wide. Like, I think Japanese cottons have really thick salvages on them. The nanny arrow, I'm saying that wrong. That one's quite wide, but the Japanese ones are really wide. I know I didn't have a Japanese cotton, but I did have a really, really wide selvage. So, and somebody has been asking me um, to show my industrial machine that I have. The reason why I don't use it in my lives or any video that I'm talking is because it's very loud. So if I turned that on, it would cause like really bad sound and vibrations. So that's why I don't use it in videos or sew with it while I'm live. Yes, this one has strawberries, I guess. Looks like strawberries on it. Giselle says I use them as back tabs for curtains she made once, was desperate and worked well. It's a really good idea. So they do come in useful. It's just you have to decide how many are you going to save. Are you going to save them all or just some? And that is the question for everything. Do you save all your scraps or just some? So something else, and I meant to bring it downstairs with me and I forgot it. I have this, I guess it was a dress, but it's like a really long pinafore style dress out of this really nice suiting fabric that I may have bought 20 years ago. And it is, I bought it at a secondhand shop. And I wanted to make something out of it. So that would come under the sustainable sewing banner. Like reusing your projects. Yes. And I meant to bring it downstairs to show you the fabric. It's just black with like really thin white pinstripes. It doesn't quite fit me, so I'm not, but it's really long. And I thought I might be able to make a vest out of it. Maybe. So I found a pattern. I was going to purchase it. It's another Lacala pattern. And I tried to print something off, and because my printer is old and my computer is new because my other one died, won't work. So I am now printerless. So even and to send it away, there's nowhere to really send. Well, there is places you can send your files to be printed. It's just very expensive. So I'm not taking a $3 pattern and but buying a printer. Now I bought one that was on sale, not very expensive. I imagine the ink is going to cost more than the printer did. But yeah. So I have to have a printer, and anyway, I did get one, but I haven't hooked it up because I figured it required patience. And I don't think I have that many today. Because it's a wireless printer, and I have had really bad luck with those. I had one before, and I think I sold it to somebody. I couldn't even use it. So we'll see how well. Hopefully, it'll work better this time. Fingers crossed that I don't have a tantrum. Bronwyn says, oh, that would be interesting to make. I assume you're talking about the vest. I don't think I have a picture of it either. Because I haven't purchased it yet. I was hoping to work on it this weekend. But now I have to do a techy thing with the printer. It says it's easy and quick, which instantly makes you know that it's not. Hopefully it will be. What am I looking for? Oh, do I have a picture of it? I might. Oh no. screenshot. No, I don't. No, I don't. Brahma said she found a place in Kingston that was reasonable, and so was the shipping. And yes, you sent me that link, and I haven't tried it, but I want to work on it right away. And this wouldn't be that many pages because it's a vest. Don't know if I'll be able to find it right away. Oop, I got an email for somebody. Oh, yes, refashioning things. Nice. Nice. So, Giselle, talking about sustainability, she made a skirt out of what used to be a dress because the top was damaged. Oh, come on. Focus. Da, da, da. Come on, focus. Sometimes it works right away. Maybe it's because my face isn't covered. I can't see. There we go. Finally, that's pretty. It's very pretty. Sorry, guys. Brown says, good choice in colors. Yes, absolutely. Yes, I have a soft spot for blue as well. Very pretty. Giselle gets all kinds of sewing done. What was I looking for? Yes. Oh, I don't know if it'll come up right away. Okay, I'll try and do it quick. Oh, phone. Oh, here it is. I guess I never look at this on my phone, so it's coming up weirdness. I couldn't find the thing, but I couldn't find the label. Lucy says blue is one of her colors too. Yes, I am always drawn to royal blue. For sure. I thought I had a picture of this, but I guess I didn't. Probably the last one in the, I think it's on this page. Brenda's here. Hello, Brenda. Want to say hi to Tina, too. She may not be here right now, but she's always watching. Oh, come on. Let's go. Last page. Of course it is. I don't know if I have enough fabric. Oh, must have missed it. Okay. So, or else I'm looking at it and realize I don't like it anymore. I don't think that was it. No. Sorry, guys. Um, oh, hi, Susan. Trying to find the best pattern that I was going to buy, and then discovered that I must have skipped it. My printer is too old to work, apparently. I don't know why it's not in here. Come on. I obviously went by it. Uh, 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 uh. I don't think. Oh, yeah, this was it. Okay. Looking right at it, and then, okay. So there is the line drawing. That's quite a few panels. I don't know if my refashion idea will work out of, because it's very long dress. It looks better when it's made up. Ah, come on. There. Finally. That one. This is, I can't see the number. It's a Lacala pattern. Anyway, I thought it would be nice because the place that I have to speak at, I have to wear something decent, and I thought that might be nice to wear. So I do have other fabric I could make that out of this vest. Well, it's sort of like almost like a jacket, actually. Now I've lost picture. I've just lost it, Susan. It's a Lacala. Oh shoot, where'd it go? They just have numbers, so it's a. I've already lost it. Lacala something. Anyway, it's a refashion one that I want to do. It's Lacala 5915. So there, hold that up so you can see the number. So yeah, there you can see. So is Lacala the one that you put in your measurements before you buy the pattern? Yes, it is. But you can also buy their size range, which I find runs very small. So you would have to check out their sizing chart, and it's just easier to put in your own measurements. But I find things still come short, especially sleeves for me. Other people it might be normal. Uh, 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 because that is the pattern I used to do this vest. to do my vest, which is not finished. It looks done. And the only thing that stayed the same were these pockets. And actually, I think in the Lacala pattern, they were decorative. They didn't have a pattern piece for the actual pocket bag or anything. So yeah, so I guess I'll talk about that in a minute, but yeah. Uh, Susan said, also deal with most sleeves being too short for my arms. I know, me too. Brahman says the vest is looking awesome. Yes, it does kind of. It definitely has a tie. It doesn't look like it flares out a lot, and I thought, well, maybe there won't be that many fitting issues for this vest, because I was thinking it would make a good refashion project out of the very long pinafore. And when I say long, I mean the floor length, but it's slim. So I'm not sure if I can get all those panels out of it or not. We'll see. If not, then I'll end up making it out of something else, I guess. And yes, my speaking engagement, I think I started to say this, got pushed back another week. I think it was for the 20th, and now it's the 27th. So I have to make something to wear to it. So I don't look like I'm wearing rags. Because really, right now, that's what I'm wearing. I should be wearing nicer clothes. I have a full wardrobe, it's just I have to make it. So yeah, so Susan mentioned this video for this bag went up um, this week. It is mood free pattern. I started this before Christmas, and I did film some of the video, and then the computer crashed, and anyway, I had nowhere to edit it. So anyway, this how I made the bag is up on the channel. If anybody is interested. Okay. I know most of you guys already have watched it. Do-do-do. And Brenda says everything is too long in sleeves for her. Wow. And it's always too short for me. And when I mean short, I mean like that too short, like inches, not just a little bit. The same with pant lengths. So the best in class was the last class. Now you will see right here. Um, that is actually something that we did. It's to help reinforce, and you're supposed to see it, and it's supposed to be it. You see it in men's tailored clothing mostly, along necklines. I know I've seen some. Dwayne McLeod has used this technique. I don't know, I can't remember what it's called. I want to say pricking, because it's called the prick stitch, I think. Because you just take a small little bite and you go through as many layers as you can, but you don't go through to the other side. You can't see it. It doesn't go all the way through the other side. You just get in the inside. So it's to help reinforce your hand stitching and creates like a top stitching effect. I may do it around the collar as well, but my collar didn't line up. It's off a little bit right here. So I have to take it off and put it back on again. Otherwise, it's basically done. I have some hand sewing to do on the inside, and I have to do the stitching here and hand sew the collar in. All right, but so yes. So this is all hand sewn to where you see pins. This side is, you know, I'm trying to show you this is all done. That's all sewn down. Yep. And this part you have to hand sew as well. This is all hand sewn in. So once my collar's on, then I can put my, I have to hand sew my facings down and obviously the collar part. So there's not a lot left to do, but I guess this is what I'll be doing on Sunday. Yes, so that is coming along. I won't be doing a video about that vest, but I will probably post pictures on Instagram and stuff. Okay, I'm missing all kinds of things happening here. Brenda says the vest is looking good. Giselle made pea soup, apparently. Brahma says she's been studying for a course, so she's been avoiding YouTube. Smart girl. Yep, that's be bad. You go down a rabbit hole and then lose an hour right straight away. Susan says you have amazing control, Bronwyn. Yep, absolutely. Brenda says, how tall are you? Do you mean me? I am 5'10". I think I'm shrinking though, Brenda. I'm supposed to be 5'10". Susan said the sleeves on my knitted dress are just a smidge too short and I made them. When I test drop shoulders, I don't know why, but I always misjudge how long the sleeves are, and even if I make them longer, I still make them too short. I don't know how I manage it. Giselle said, I watched your bag video. That bag is really nice. And she said her pea soup got good reviews. Nice. Bronwyn said she's going to Newfoundland in June. And she says, any suggestions on places to see or avoid? Oh, you're going to love Newfoundland, Bronwyn. You're going to love it. But we're going to see you in Nova Scotia, too, for a few minutes. Hopefully an evening. Cindy says that sounds like a lot to me. Oh, to finish the vest, maybe? Or maybe she's talking about something else. Yeah, there's not much left to the vest, but it will take some time. It's a slow sewing project. It's been made over the last 5 weeks, and there's been a lot of, well, maybe 6 weeks. There's been a lot of work gone into it because the pattern get changed a lot. So I'm being brave and purchasing another one. It doesn't look like there'd be. We'll see. They might have to lengthen it, but there's no darts in this pattern and it has quite a few panels. I'm just hoping I will be able to get them out of, to refashion that dress-like thing that I have that is suiting fabric. Um, so Susan and Bronwyn are having a travel advisory moment, which is awesome. So I won't read all that out. Um, Brenda said that's why things are too short for me, and she says she's 5'1". So that's why sleeves are too long for her. I'm pretty sure Lacala drafts, maybe it's only 5'6". I can't remember. But they do tell you to put your height in, which I don't think helps at all. So we'll see if this is going to be, because I don't want this to be a super long vest or anything. Oh my gosh. I'm just reading the travel plans with Bronwyn and Susan. Okay. Giselle, it took me 2 weeks to alter and basically remake all those curtains for her friend, and she delivered them today. Yay, yes, get them out of the house for the long weekend. Hopefully everybody is getting a long weekend. Anybody going on any special dates tomorrow for Valentine's Day? When I was leaving work, somebody said to me that this is the love weekend, and kind of made me a little sick. Oh, so okay. Susan says you will sure find a place in Grosmorn to get your food. Susan, Giselle, you were a good friend. Yes, for doing all those curtains. And it took her almost 2 weeks to do them. That's a lot of work. Bronwyn says she has no date planned. She is going to be studying and avoiding YouTube again. Linda says she's working all weekend. And Susan says we don't get Family Day in Newfoundland. No holidays between January 1st and Good Friday. Ooh, how come? I thought it was called like Heritage. It used to be called Heritage Day or something, didn't it? And then they changed it. I don't know. I can't even remember that it is a holiday. I probably would have went to work Monday and had to turn around and come home again. It's such a weird, it's a new thing they're trying to do. I don't know. I never used to get holidays off. I'm not complaining. I will enjoy having the day off. Although I'll be working on stuff here. Um, and hopefully, I sent out an email. There'll be another one coming out this week, probably Tuesday night. Brenda says my hubby's birthday and Valentine's, so out for breakfast and dinner. Nice. I hope you enjoy yourself. Cindy said she's going to Walmart, fabric store, and then the feed store for chicken feed. She says romantic. Oh dear. Oh, at least you're getting an outing. Okay. Promise says, Cindy, that sounds like fun. You have chickens? And Brenda says it's President's Day in the USA. Um, Susan said it depends on your union. For some people, St. Patrick's Day is a holiday. Yeah. Uh, Everybody's liking what Cindy's doing this weekend. Going shopping. Uh, Cindy's looking for yarn. I can't imagine why. She's been buying yarn like crazy. And she did get yarn for a Valentine's Day present. Oh, she did. Giselle says we'll be attending a 3-day quilting retreat February 27th to the 30th. That's her Valentine's treat. Nice. Can you tell us where it is at? I am nosy. Because I never hear tell of these things except in the States or in Britain, and Canada is always best kept secret. Uh, 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 uh. Everybody wants to know what Cindy's knitting. She's been knitting a lot of socks. Rowan says, Giselle, sounds like a fabulous time. I'm scared of quilts, but it would be fun. Susan, how is your quilt going? That's why I've been kind of thinking about all the scrappy stuff about a crazy quilt. And Missouri Star just put a video, because we had mentioned this on the channel. And I thought, well, maybe I'll try, because I have lots of scraps, apparently. Maybe I'll try and do a crazy quilt block next week. Oh, Cindy bought 2 balls of sock yarn, but they are 2 different colors, so she needs to get more of one or the other. Susan says, Bronwyn, there is at least one nice bakery. Oh, we're back to travel plans. Patton's Croy yarn. Spell check, yes. There's quite a few words that spell check doesn't like. What else was I going to mention? So I talked about my vest. I talked about this bag, and you guys said that you liked it. There's somebody interested about learning more about my industrial machine that's a dinosaur. I will be, I can't use it while I'm doing a video because it's too loud, but I certainly can tell the story about it sometime, but it won't be right away, because we're talking about sustainable stuff, like making things out of things we already have. Um, Susan, oh, excuse me. Susan said it's close to being done. I'm currently taking back my very first block to redo. There are 16 large blocks. Can you tell us what the pattern is? Because I don't think you told us that yet. Um, Brenda said I need to make my granddaughter a quilt this year. She wants Jack Skeleton quilt. Jack Skeleton quilt. Oh, it's put on by her local fabric shop. It's a day retreat, which I like. So sleep at home every night. Get 3 meals and snacks included. Nice. Bronwyn says, Giselle, it sounds like tons of fun. Yes, it does. I hope you enjoy it. What was I looking at? Oh, yeah. I remember. I remember now. Because I don't know what that is. I probably should. So many beautiful quilts everywhere. Okay. Oh, so like a Halloween was night before Christmas. Is that what this is? Is that right, Brenda? When you said it, I was thinking it was something from Wednesday, but I haven't watched that show, so I don't really know any of these things. I'm not very hip. Um, Forest Flowers by Cedar Quilt Company. Okay. That was a lot of typing, Susan. Oh, wow. Okay. Yep, that's it. Won't let me blow up. Okay. There it is. Very pretty. And here we go with the focus thing again. Nightmare Before Christmas. Yes. What did I say? Halloween something. A lot of people, I've never seen that movie, Nightmare Before Christmas, but a lot of people really like it. And with the Wednesday stuff, all that, I don't know, it reminds me of the same kind of style of things. I think it's beautiful. going to be beautiful. Very pretty. Did you use the same colors, Susan? I guess maybe we'll. I. She said that she doesn't like the colors that she showed. I bet you it's lovely. I know when I work on something like this vest, because it's so up in your face and close and personal that you kind of get sick of it after a while if it takes you a long time and you're just kind of working on it because you want to finish it. I know, because now I'm kind of regretting my choice for making this vest. Although my teacher loves it, she really likes it, but I'm starting to think that I don't like it. I'll never say that again. Because I put a lot of work into that, so I'm going to have to wear it. But I think it's just because it's so in my face all the time. And that I think once you walk away from it for a little while, then you're like, oh yeah, of course I like it. Um, Brenda says, I think it's a dumb movie, but she loves it. I did find pretty aqua fabric, but need to find other things to go with it. Oh, I know, but if she loves it, she's going to love the quilt. So it'll be fun to make. Susan says, I wish I had chosen something lighter and brighter. I'm sure it's going to be gorgeous when we get to see it. Hopefully, we get to see it. Yes, and I agree with Giselle. She said you'll like it better when you're done. Promise. Yeah, once it's finished. I think you're so in your face looking at it all the time that you do kind of get sick of it. Uh, Brenda said just because you're working on it. Yeah. True, true, true. Well, I hope you all have a good weekend. And Susan, just call in sick on Monday because you need a day off. You can say that we all said that you needed one. Newfoundland gets a holiday too. Yes. Well, I hope you all have a great weekend. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me on this Friday night. Anytime. Oh, it was a my phone is talking to me. Um, Susan said, I just remembered I took Monday off. There you go. Brahma says, I'm not calling on Monday. It's stats pay for me. And Enna says, I've enjoyed hearing all talk about your projects. I'm tired from shoveling snow, so I'm going now. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Yes, snow. Here we have a lot of snow. Lucy said, good night, everyone, and have a great weekend. Brenda says, you're a bad influence, Sherry. Whoops. Somebody's got to do it. And Susan said, what am I complaining about? I don't know. Giselle is trying to gear herself up to make some butter tarts for her husband tomorrow. Ooh, nice. Yes. Oh, it's raining in British Columbia. All right. Good luck studying, Bronwyn. Good luck with your course. And I hope everybody has a fabulous weekend, long or short. Talk to you later.